Greetings everyone, welcome to this amazing channel. So today I want you guys to listen to this particular speech, number of speeches that Loius Farrakhan had to give, and it's a warning towards black Americans and how life has always been and is going to be. I want you guys to take a listen. I'll be back with more commentaries. Watch till the end, and I want us to learn something at the end of this video. Watch, guys.
So I thank all of you for your presence, for your patience, and I pray that what we see going on in the world, that we will try our best to be prepared. You need to store some water in your homes. You need to store some food in your homes, groceries that will allow you to be in your homes for 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 months. But when that great earthquake comes, it won't make any difference what you have in your pantry. It's very sad. And I hoped and prayed that I would not have to see that. But it is coming. And I pray that America will recognize that black folk are nothing for you to play with. You may think you can kill us, but you will only be ending up destroying yourself. So I thank all of you for listening. And I'm sure this will get to the government. That's who I really wanted it to get to. And they may do with it and with me whatever they choose. But God is the one in whom I put my trust. And I would advise you to do the same. Thank you for listening. I mean, Jews hate me. I mean, literally hate Farrakhan. What have I done to them? I'm not a hater of Jewish people. I have great respect for them. But I know that you're not going to be free. As long as they control your politicians, your educators, you can't write what's in your heart because it's got to clear them. You can't be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher without going up to them. They got to admit you. You can't even be a Negro leader without bowing to them because they pay your salary. Well, that don't mean we are free. And I'm not attacking Jews. I'm attacking inordinate control over black minds, black thinking, black advancement. I don't want to have to advance by going through a Jew. I want to advance by going through God. And you're all arguing and fighting with each other over a term that does not apply to you. Christopher Columbus is not our origin, so he can't call me a West Indian. Neither is Africanus our origin. So you call yourself an African. You are not an African. You were before there was an Africa. Look at yourself. I'm an African American. Stop it. They named this country after Amerigo Vespucci, one of the grafted members of a grafted people that are Johnny-come-latelys on our earth. Now you're going to call yourself an American and an African, both of them named by Caucasian people. What was the original name of that continent? And is that your home? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, what is the square mileage of the earth? How much is the land and how much is the water? The earth is 196,940,000 square miles, and the land is 57,255,000 square miles, and the water is 139,685,000 square miles. Don't tell me about Africa's my home. No, the earth is my home. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, and we are the Lord's, that the fullness of the earth belongs to. So don't you narrow yourself again after today. We know what you mean when you say I'm an African. We understand that. But you got to grow up now into a deeper knowledge. Being stuck in the holds of ships for months, laying in our own urine and defecation. Some of us, if we got a chance, jumped overboard into the open mouths of sharks rather than come to America.
I can dare say this is the only country on the face of the earth where black, brown, white, polka dotted all have equal opportunity. They can make it.
The lady who raised the point that America is a great land of opportunity, we can't deny that America has given everyone who has come opportunity. But to the blacks who built this, I suggest to you, miss, you are not qualified to speak for us. You are not qualified to speak for us. You are only qualified to represent yourself and your opinion. But really, those of us who have suffered this, we know what we're talking about. So now I would like to just address this point.
I'll give you an opportunity in just a moment.
Do you think you're a real American citizen? You really don't know, do you? The Constitution never was a guarantee for you. I love the way you defend it. Such a magnificent document. And nobody defends it better than the slave who it don't even apply to. You're so exquisite in your defense. We are Americans too. Well, tell that to Trump. Tell that to the lyncher. Tell that to the police when they're killing you for just being black. Tell them I'm an American too. Do you know in the early dictionaries, the definition of an American is one of the 6 European nations that made up the 13 colonies? Those are the real Americans. It said no Aboriginal people were included. None. Here's my Korean family. I have some Chinese family here, some Mexican family. You think you're an American? Are they treating you like an American? See, you gotta wake up, man. The moment Trump said what he said, what did they do? They showed up at the home of a Mexican woman who had been reporting every year. She was undocumented, but she has lived here over 20 years, had children here. What did they do? They snatched her up like she was some common criminal and sent her away.
White folks are increasing in their hatred for the black man in particular. Go in any store like you shopping. See how they walk behind you. You may not have any intention to steal nothing, but in their mind, you have been made to be a criminal. Oh yeah. And they treat you like that. Even those brothers on the police force that are doing undercover work, They are doing it at their own personal risk because their own brother officers, even knowing that they're officers, when they see them with a gun in their hand, shoot them down.
And so guys, there's a lot I've just heard from Loius Farrakhan, and this guy is very wise, and I don't know, some people hate him because he does speak the truth, and some people call him a traitor. I've heard that, but this guy always makes sense whenever he speaks. In these videos that we've just seen, most of the videos are old videos, but they bring up a very clear message that you guys need to understand. And you guys always have seen things, and you guys know he's making a lot of sense in these particular videos. So, like for example, you've just heard him talking about Black Americans and how they were initially, how they deserve to be treated in a better way because they are the founders of United States of America. They're the people who came up early as in form of slavery. They were enslaved, okay? And that thing has not always been something that Black people have always been denied their rights or freedom, again, to explore, to enjoy, and to be proud of their country, because America is initially people who are native, they're supposed to be Black Americans. And you know it very well because the people, we always know that the first people who came to America were the Red Indians, okay? And we have always known the history of Black Americans when it comes to slavery, and that thing is what Loius Farrakhan is really insisting and talking about in this particular video, and trying to warn those white Americans who always has been treating Black Americans in such a manner that they don't deserve to be treated that way. And he's trying to warn them, telling them that there is God who always watches everything, okay? And God will fight for Black Americans. And that's the clear message that Loius Farrakhan is trying to pass out. This guy has always been talking about Black Americans and the basic and those things that Black Americans really need to know, because some Black Americans also don't know their rights. And Loius Farrakhan has always been in the front line to present this speech for those old people to know what's really happening about Black guys. You guys have learned a lot in this particular video, and I know there's something that you guys have learned when you have just heard this speech from Loius Farrakhan. Let me know, guys, what is the best message from these videos that you've just heard from Loius Farrakhan. I want you guys to leave in the comment section what have you learned so far about this particular thing of Loius Farrakhan. They have collected a lot of speech for you guys, and I know you guys really know it well. And let me know, guys, what you think about this particular video, and I'll be updating you in the next. I'll be sharing another video shortly. And if you're watching this video for the very first time, guys, kindly do subscribe, like the video, and let me know what you think about this particular video in the comment section below. You can also share it so that other people can also see this amazing message from Loius Farrakhan. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned, we have another part which is coming soon. And until next time, have a great morning, have a great afternoon, and have a great evening. Peace, one love, guys.